Hey, what's up guys, it's Texumer talking to you here. And in today's video, I want to talk about the iOS 17 leaks that have been happening, especially from Apple. I know, Apple has revealed new features that are going to come out on iOS 17. These are part of an accessibility package that were announced during Accessibility Day. So, these are meant for people with accessibility issues like cognitive vision issues, like hearing problems, or even people that are a bit too old, like your grandma, your grandpa, and they need a little bit of help using iOS. So all of these features, from AI speech to dumbed down mode, or like I like to call it, grandma mode, or even some apps that will read some things to you. For example, if you point your camera to a text, it will read the text to you. If you are blind, you cannot read, this will be very helpful. So let's go deep in all of these new features on iOS 17. This is really exciting. Before, we got access to many leaks from Mark Gurman and other leakers, but now this comes from Apple, so it will happen for sure. If you are excited, don't forget to drop a like down below, subscribe to my channel. Let's get started. So, for the first feature that we should expect, and the most exciting one in my opinion, is AI speech. AI speech will enable you to record your voice, reading some types of phrases or expressions from Apple, and then it will clone your voice using AI. This is really cool, because imagine if a loved one of yours passes. Yes, this is a very heavy thing to talk about, but it could happen. And if it happens, you can always have a comfort of hearing them voice on your iPhone or your phone. I know it's difficult times, but you gotta understand it will recomfort to you. Like this feature is really cool, not just for people with accessibility issues. That's true, and that will help them a lot if they end up losing their voice because of some type of disease or not. But imagine that your loved one has a terminal disease and you don't want to let them go, at least their voice, because you want their comfort sometimes. I think it will be pretty cool to have. But of course, this will also help, and this was made for those that are actually losing their voices because of some type of disease. This will create their voice in AI, so they can use it later on FaceTime, on recordings, or, I don't know, wherever they want to use it, listen to it whenever they can, using this AI speech. And this is something cool, because finally Apple is dipping their toes on AI, but with something more significant than just making ChatGPT for you to cheat on your exams. These are really intense stuff that will really help out so many people, and I'm really excited to see this, how Apple will explain it. This is truly big for Apple. The first features to come with AI for iPhone, and I think there are many to come, like this one. So thank you, Apple, for your thoughts and for your actual commitment to helping the humanity. I think that Apple is a technology company, yes, but in first place is a humane company. Their employees actually care about humanity, and all of their features actually benefit all of us. So again, Apple, thank you for this amazing feature. Then we also have the grandma mode, like I like to call it. Grandma mode is cool because it makes your iOS look dumb. A very easy way to interact with iOS. Just blocks that have the apps much bigger, expanded or exploded for your grandma that just wants to open the photos. Clicks it, and it opens this Photos app, which is way simpler than the current Photos app. So this will be an easier version for your grandparents. They have very difficult moments trying to navigate their iPhone and always asking their people around them to help them. This will help them a lot. Then, for people that have problems with their mind or incapabilities of using 100% of their capacity, then they will actually be helpful using this mode, because this will simplify things for them to use. People don't have much mobility with their hands. Simple touches, they can open apps and do things. I think Apple is thinking very far ahead in terms of the other competitors, and there's something that Android normally copies from Apple. These features normally come from Apple first and then Android copies, and that's something of my favorite parts from Apple. Apple actually cares about the customer, and when you think that they don't, they show you by doing this. More features on this accessibility package include a voice control for your iPhone. You will be able to do more controls with just your voice for people that cannot use their iPhone with their hands. So this will be pretty cool. You will probably control the words when you are speaking. You can dictate to the text, and then if you can, they will say, which word do you want out of these 5? And you will be able to choose. Of course, you'll be able to choose text fonts and actually change the way you use your iPhone with just your voice. And this is really cool. It's called voice controls. There's also switch control. For people that have a Switch, they can use it to control any games, just like you have any virtual game controller. These also will be insanely cool for people that cannot play games with a normal controller, and you can use a Switch to control these games because it will emulate a virtual controller. Cool. Again, Apple. All of these features from the accessibility package are meant for humanity to improve their actual use with the iPhone. And if you have a better experience on the iPhone, they are trapped for life. And if Apple can increase the satisfaction on these customers with disabilities, then they can conquer these markets. Because Android is actually very far behind right now. And again, Apple is the innovator on this ecosystem. These features are really, really cool. From the AI speech to grandma mode or dumb mode are really, really cool. Other than that, we also have new Siri improvements. Finally, I guess you'll be able to speed up or at least slow down the voice from Siri. It will talk faster or talk slower. If you don't understand Siri very well, you can make it talk slower. Or if you like Siri to speak faster because you are used to listen to people that speak faster, then you can make Siri do it also. These are confirmed by Apple. Other things that are also coming, included on the AI speech part that I talked about, is text to voice. This text to voice will use your created voice on AI speech to talk to others. After you lose your voice, you can just simply type the words you want the voice to say, and imagine on a face call, it will say to other people. So you can finally take FaceTime calls with other people on FaceTime, Messenger. I don't know if they will support it or not. You can finally do it even if you don't have a voice, because you'll be able to type, then the other person on the other side will be able to see it. So finally, this will be a pretty cool and immersive experience for these people that need the help of these features. Thank you, Apple, again for this help. I think that tons of people will benefit from this. Other than that, the other features that are rumored, apart from these accessibility features for iOS 17, are very, very cool also. Always on display revamp, that's needed. The current always on display is kind of trash. And health app revamp, this will make the health app way more intuitive to use and way better displaying all of the information that it collects on your iPhone. And of course, the biggest one is Spotlight and search improvements. Probably Apple will also include new AI features here, just like ChatGPT, Bing, Google Bard. Apple will also dip their toes in this matter. I think that this new Spotlight and search on iPhone will be much, much better and probably will integrate Siri on its AI features. Other than that, I also think that Apple wants to focus on performance boosts and bug fixing on iOS 17. They need to. iOS 16 was very buggy. They need to come very strong, fast, and just fix all of the major bugs that happen with iOS 17. Although, with so many features coming, I don't know if they can do it. But still, they have to try. I also believe with Dynamic Island coming to the new iPhone 15 and 15 Plus, Apple is going to give more features to Dynamic Island, not just when they launch the newer iPhones, but also with iOS 17. I think we should get a new Dynamic Island feature, just a big one for iOS 17, or at least better improvements with Dynamic Island. Make notifications not come above Dynamic Island, but just come from Dynamic Island, so they don't take much space. Then also, you need to improve the use of Dynamic Island. Make developers make more apps for Dynamic Island. I think the iPhone 15 and 15 Plus will be a catalyst for this, but Apple needs to push it further with iOS 17. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. And of course, do you like Dynamic Island or not? Then, for last, I think the best part about iOS 17, and something that I've been asking for a long time, I think since iOS 15, when they launched widgets, is interactive widgets. According to leakers, we are rumored to get finally interactive widgets on iOS 17. And this is a must, because interactive widgets allow you to have a new layer of interaction with your device. No need to open a new app, to change songs, to push forward a song. No need to unlock your Tesla, lock your car. Like, car apps will finally be useful, and car widgets will finally be useful because you will be able to control your car simply from your home screen. No need to open an app with a very cool shortcut. There are also big changes coming to the control center. Yes, according to leakers, we are going to get a new redesigned control center for the first time in years. I think since iOS 7 or iOS 8, we have not gotten any redesigns to this control center. Control center is a pivot part of the iOS experience, in my opinion. I use it a lot. I like every time. And I think that getting a new customization to this, or at least a new look, it will make the iOS 17 update look fresher, newer, and just different. This is important because people, when they are going to use it, they are going to feel like they are using the new thing, the newest thing. And of course, it will incentivize people to upgrade to iOS 17. So I think this is a big feature for Apple. Redesigns or design changes to the iOS is always a big thing. We don't get them often, but when we do, it's a big statement from Apple. But let me know in the comments below what you think. which is your favorite iOS 17 feature. In my opinion, it's AI speech. And this one is not a leak. Surprisingly, it's not a leak. It's confirmed by Apple. So I'm really excited. I'm not sure if we are going to get it on the first day of iOS 17, because according to Apple, it's coming later this year, but at least I expect it to come on the next upgrade for the iOS system. So let me know in the comments below which is your favorite iOS new feature. AI speech, grandma mode, let me know all of that on the comments down below. And while you're there, don't forget to drop a like down below and subscribe to my channel. Follow my social networks, Twitter and Instagram. This has been Techsummer talking to you here. Bye bye.